Hey, welcome back, Palia fans. We've got another update. 1.169. So we're not going to cover everything in depth with this video, but we're going to hit the main things and the hot topic of this update. So let's look at a glance, what was changed. So 4 new premium store outfits have been added. Thank you, Rooster. And we'll add the picture of those up here. So if you're interested in supporting the game by buying some outfits, there's some new ones there for you. The Maja market has come to a close. So no more Choppa Chase, but at least they took the feedback with the problems and issues we had with the Maja market, and they did make some fixes. So we'll let to see what they do for the next one. Zeki's underground black market has been revamped, and to be honest with you, that is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole update. What we'll do is we'll cover everything, and the last thing we'll do, we will jump down to the new black market and check it out for you guys to see. You can interact with bathtubs and sinks to watch the water flow. And then the big one, the celebration cake has been rebalanced. So let's jump in to the cake rebalance and talk about that first off, because I think that's kind of the biggest, kind of a hot topic of this update. Well, I didn't think there was any better place other than the kitchen to talk about the celebration cake rebalance. So this is kind of an overall cooking, I guess you could, I mean, it's a nerf. Just call it what it is. So celebration cakes now sell for about 40% less. So you're getting a whole lot less money for them. Reaching this number required some adjustments to cooking overall in an effort to bring celebration cakes more in line. So a few of the changes they did make, which I don't think anybody is upset about, is that they change it from preserves to fruit. But it also now requires sugar, which you can buy from the general store for 20 gold, which is not that bad. The buy and sell value for butter has been reduced. It went from 80 to 40. The buy and sell for milk has been reduced. It went from 60 to 30. All good changes. It's just the 40% reduction in price is kind of a steep discount. So along with all those changes, all cooking dishes have had their sell values reduced by 25%. So cooking in this game has taken a big hit. Now, I thought there would be a lot more backlash, on Reddit and the forums and the Discord and stuff about the reduction in price in cooking, but the backlash really wasn't that bad. I mean, you have the people out there that are upset that the prices can change, because that's, for a lot of people, that's the way they made their money. But most people are more upset with the focus bonus, not really bonus, but the focus amounts that you get from each food being changed. And if you watch my video from a little bit back, you did notice that when they attacked the canned foods, and reduce those values. I wasn't too happy because I use canned tomatoes for my focus food. Now I have a switch, you can see in my hotbar there, to canned or pickled potatoes. And you can come over here and see I've got my preserves going. I'm actually running, I think, tomatoes on this side, running potatoes over here. Potatoes to eat. Tomatoes I put through my worm farm, and then I just sell it or keep the worms, what have you. Yeah, but overall, the backlash for the money didn't seem that bad, because I think most people understand that the fast money makers like that do, I wouldn't say they really ruin the game for people, because that's totally up to the individual players. But when you really don't have anything to grind for and you got all the money in the world, people aren't going to play. And the people that make this game, or any game, their whole goal is to get you play and get you to play as much as possible. So completely understand where they're coming from. I think they maybe could have toned it back a little bit to start and then seen how that works, rather than take such a drastic change. But that's beside the point. So let's jump over to one of the next changes they made. So one of the other changes that came with this patch is the ability to turn your tubs on. Look at that. Woo! Let's just take a seat. We got a nice warm bath now that we can lay down into. You can turn the faucets on. You can turn the tubs on. I mean, it's one of those things. It's cool and all. I wouldn't say this. There's other things that they should have worked on first, probably. But yeah, you can fill your tubs up with water. Adds a little bit more ambiance. I don't know if there's any way to. Oh, there we go. So we turn it off and the water drains out. Okay. Turn it on. There we go. See it fill up. But anyway, that's one of the other changes. One of the other changes, they did add the emote. So you can Tim Tebow, Neil. Okay, it is what it is. Another thing that they did is they added in the missing food from the hot food bundle. If you see here, this is all the food from it. So back there in the corner, right above my head, it's the crab gumbo and then the hot hounds. So we now have the 2 missing recipes out of the 10 new recipes for all the, basically all the stuff that takes the hot peppers and corn. So we do have that. So let's run over, even though it's not open, let's run over to the market, the new black market, and check it out. All right. So here we are at the general store, and like most people probably go to the black market, it's still the same. You can go through the back room of Zeki's, go down to the bookshelf and pull out the loose book, and it will load you in to the black market. And once you get inside, you'll immediately notice the changes. So nice new hallway. You see, even though it's not open, it's still bustling with people. So over here is where you'll find all the items for sale on the black market on both sides here. And they did add the Lucky Box down here, and they're displaying a couple of the plushies that you could possibly get out of the Lucky Box. So make sure you buy your 1 item per real day game from Zeki so you can get that coin delivered in the mail. We still have the shop, which is, of course it's not open, but Zeki shop like what was in the old black market. But look at this. Absolutely fantastic job from the devs on creating this. And I would assume this is like the bottom of that of the fountain that's in the middle of town. A couple other things they've added. They've added in some of the arcade machines here that everybody can play, so you don't have to buy one for your house now. You have Reth's Bar, and of course, can we open the store? We can open Reth's store. So we got Reth's store here with some food that he's selling down here. Beautiful looking bar, and everybody's commenting that they want now to make these chandeliers for their own house. Got a little stage over here, and looks like Laura Coffee is sitting down. Maybe she's gonna play something. Don't know, but really cool, really cool area. You can go back here behind the bar. Also, yeah, the ambiance and stuff in here is just fantastic. Now, before, you could always get into the black market from Zeki's shop like we came in, or the back over here through the sewer entrance, which takes you out there at the Crystal Lake right below the Remembrance Garden. But now there is a third way you can get down here. You can come up here, and you can go through Reth's storeroom. So if you have Reth up to level 3 and you have the key to his storeroom, you can actually enter and exit the black market through Reth's storeroom. So let's run back home real quick. We'll just take a little look through some of the other stuff and just kind of give our overall opinion on this patch. So let's look at some of the other things, just kind of minor things. They've adjusted how your crops grow when you're online, so you don't have to go back and visit your house. As long as you're online, they'll keep growing if they can. You still have to weed, water, all that stuff. They adjusted the icons for the tomato and apple seeds. Okay, I didn't really have much of a problem with it, but hey, whatever. Like we mentioned before, the recipes for the hot hounds and crab gumbo have now been properly added to the game. I do have a video on those where you can find them, so go check out the channel and take a look at those. Several items now properly categorized as equipment and storage rather than as a consumable. In the workbench, tool recipes have been removed out of the equipment tab and now have its own tab, which we can actually check that out right now. So if you go here, so now there's an actual tool tab versus, your equipment. So there's that. Back out here. And then the adjustments with the cooking with the 40% off the cakes, 25% off all the other food. Gardening and fishing, the tooltip for speedy grow had been adjusted. Instead of saying it doubles the growth rate of the crop, it's that for every 2 days of growth, it grants an additional day of growth. Sell value has been reduced from 10 to 5. But, also the cost of buying it from Badru has been reduced from 20 to 10. The worm farms and glowworm farms will produce less from cooking. Worm farms and glowworm farms will produce more from star quality ingredients. Well, the first one's not that great. The second one is, because before it didn't matter if it was starred or not, you still got the same amount out of it. And now the glowworm farms also produce twice as much speedy grow fertilizer compared to before. So they reduced the price in half, but now you get more. I don't know about that. There's some adjustment to the mining pallium nodes. The medium-sized nodes now drop a minimum of 2, and you get more XP. Foraging, all your tree seeds went up to 60 gold. Rare oyster drops have been increased. And then the cost of silk has been increased from 145 to 580. Jeez, that is expensive. I didn't see that before. That is quite pricey. So if you buy your silk, so anyway, I'll put a link to the patch notes in the description of the video. Overall, it's just kind of a ho-hum. There was a lot of good things, but the whole nerfing of food is just kind of, I think it was a little much. Like I said, most people aren't necessarily so concerned about the price of food, because you can still make money having cake parties. Even though it's 40% less, it's still more than just about anything else in the game. People are more upset with the reduction in the focus, because you either have to do like I do and have all these preserve jars going, or you're going to have to cook a lot more food than you did before to get the same amount out of it. So that's it. I've got to rearrange my house. If you guys want a house tour, let me know. I'm going here to my trophy room. Anyway, this is James. This has been another Palia update. If you've stayed this far, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, so that way you don't miss any future content. And on that note, if there's anything else you guys Palia related you want to see, let me know, and we will make sure to cover it. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.